Isn't it funny that they say that a positive thought is almost like igniting the pilot lamp in you? Okay? Is igniting the pilot light in you where you glow from inside out. And with that glow, you are able to actually burn that negativity, get rid of that negativity, and suddenly start thinking positive. Okay? And we get that spark. We get that spark which actually makes us feel that it's a pure intention, something really from your ability to actually not to absorb that thing. Okay? And you say something rude and nasty to someone, thinking that their reaction would be very angry and rude, and you turn back and hug that person and ask them, is there something I can do for you? Okay, you seem a little bit stressed or tired or fatigued. Okay, I feel worried about you. So what you did was that rude behavior from that person was supposed to instigate a more or less same anger or degree of rudeness from you, which would have been a so-called normal human reaction, isn't it? If you say something nasty, I will say 10 nasty things to you. When it creates that, and you create a buffer where you don't get their negativity into you, and you actually move towards something where you transform that experience to something really positive, where you go back to that person and say, can I do something for you? Okay? Not only you have negated or deflected that hostility towards you, but you have created a sense of positivity in your speech, words, and action to do something good, which creates an automatic good karma for you. Okay? It makes you healthy because there is nothing that you are carrying that grudge of someone else's rude behavior in you for the rest of your day. Are you with me what I'm trying to tell you? Because it's a simple logic. It's a very simple logic, but how often we are vigilant enough to turn on those switches as and when we want? Are we light enough to make those decisions just like that, where we are constantly into that progressive, natural, holistic way of thinking and living? And how do you cultivate those changes? Many times you go to churches, you go to these life transforming workshops, and everybody from the stage tells you how you should think. Does it really change your thinking? To a certain extent, you feel good about it, listening to it, that yeah, what you're saying is right, but how do I do it? That's the key, isn't it? So what makes you capable or enabled to do that? And that's the biggest challenge. Okay, what is something that I can take control and transcend the affliction of that thought and action and desire to my mind? If you want to put someone on a diet, okay, you figure out a diet plan and you tell them for next 3 weeks you're not going to eat any kind of breads and any kind of pasta and any kind of meats and any kinds of dairy and no cheese. How do you convince that person to do that? What does that person has to do in order to stay away from those things? What is the most important thing he has to do?
Believe that he can.
Believe that he can. That's a good start. Carmen?
Understand why.
Understand why, okay.
Be eating other things so they're nourished and filled.
Okay, so if you take this away, then I can do that. Okay.
He has to want to do it.
He wants to do it, okay.
He has to be motivated to do it.
Has to be motivated.
Yes, and yeah, he has to understand why it's important.
But even if he understands, is he going to do it? Well, what you say makes perfect sense, but don't tell me to do this. Because it is an intellectual reaction. It is an intellectual, what you tell me that because of this, I have this sensitivity, I have this ama, this and that, whatever you say, I believe you. But why would I do this? Okay, I don't like what you're trying to tell me to do. Okay, what you are telling me to eat is not my type of food. It's something which I won't enjoy. I know that. Okay, so I can tell you right point blank that I'm not going to do it. Or I may just tell you that I will try maybe a couple of days and then I'll give up. then I won't come back and see you, because this is what you told me to do. I was not able to do it. Even if I tell you, they will come back and they will tell you very happily, yeah, those couple of days I did it, I felt good, but then I couldn't do it, and here I am. Can you help me one more time? And those are our routine discussions, okay? Those are our routine discussions. So the biggest threat or enemy is not your intellectual ability to understand what will make you capable. Mark Twain once said that I have figured out a very simple way to be healthy. I should be eating what I don't want to eat, and I should be doing what I don't want to do. Okay, I will be healthy automatically. And when I understand a thing that this is what to do, our mind, our ability to control our senses, our ability to control our desires, our ability to restrict and hold proper reins on those senses for certain given amount of days and things like that, we are able to do that, isn't it? And once we are able to do that, then I would say you are able to do anything else. Okay? You have to go and do these exercises in the morning before you do anything. Simple. Easy for me to tell, very difficult for that person to follow. Because his thinking from his morning routine is something just curling up, turning and tossing in the bed for a while, waking up to a nice warm breakfast with a steamy cup of coffee, sitting, doing nothing, watching sunrise, sunset or whatever it is, and then taking it easy and getting it out. That is what my morning looks like. And if you're taking that morning away from me and making me run around and do these kind of things, I don't want that. Okay? I'll do it at 3 o'clock. I have some time in the afternoon when I want to do this. Okay? I may do it then, but I may not do it now. So it all boils down to a very simple idea or notion that whether your mind is going to register that this is what I have to do. This is what I have to follow. This is what I need to understand.